Hi guys again. Today we are going to predict UEFA Champions League game. So, before we start, I would like you to subscribe to my channel and like this video. It's the second time this year I will make UCL predictions. So this time very different scenario. Semi-finals is already set. So we are going to talk about semi-finals today. So what you gotta do is that we're gonna go to Wikipedia page of 2021 and 2022 Champions League knockout stage, and we are going to predict it. So, as you can clearly see, only 6 teams left. They are Benfica, Liverpool, Villarreal, Manchester United, Madrid, Real Madrid. So it means that, of course, the winner will be one of these teams. So, the first semi-final set, Villarreal made it through, and Real Madrid will made it through. And we are waiting for the second. We are waiting for the third and fourth semi-finalists. So when we look at Benfica versus Liverpool, I predict that in this game Liverpool has big chances, but never write Benfica off because they just defeated Ajax in their home stadium Ajax in the home stadium of Ajax. But it's Liverpool. It's against Liverpool. They have to work more if they really want to make it to the semi-final. And they have chances. Benfica has chance to even make it to the final if they beat Liverpool. But they have to first of all they have to beat Liverpool. But in this game, I see, in conclusion, Liverpool as a winner of this game. So the first semi-final tie will be Liverpool versus Villarreal and City versus Atletico Madrid. To be honest, this game is very hard to predict because Atletico Madrid relies too much on counter-attacks. So if Man City, if they score a goal in the first 20-30 minutes, I think that they just have to change the system, but they cannot change because it's Man City. Man City loves possessing, but I think that in conclusion, City will make it through, and second semi-final will be City against Real Madrid. So now we're going to predict semi-finals. Okay, anything can happen. Maybe Benfica will make it through. They will defeat Liverpool and become the next underdog after Villarreal, and maybe Atletico Madrid will make it through. And we will see surely one Spanish side in the final. We don't know, but the only thing we've got to do is to wait and see what will happen tonight. But let's just predict that Liverpool and City qualified for the semi-finals, which I think that they will qualify. So let's look at it, Liverpool versus Villarreal. So people just like, oh, Liverpool versus Villarreal. It is really very hard to predict as well because Villarreal, they have been underdogs this season. I am amazed. I'm astonished by the fact that how far have they made it to the semi-finals. I am just shocked, really. Villarreal is just killing it, really. They are doing really great in this campaign of the Champions League. I am really astonished. I'm amazed. They defeated Juventus. They defeated Bayern Munich. And now they will be playing against Liverpool. Of course, Liverpool hasn't qualified yet, but as I said before, let's assume that Liverpool qualifies. And this game is just going to be very interesting. Liverpool, experienced side, and Villarreal. So, but when we look at the teams that Villarreal faced, Juventus and Bayern Munich, Juventus is not in their form, really. Let's acknowledge it. Juventus doesn't do well in the last year's Champions Leagues. They get eliminated in the round of 16, and in the last 5 years, what they have done is just to reach quarterfinals. at the best case. And quarterfinals is not so good for Juventus. Is not a thing that Juventus wants to achieve. They want to just go to semi-final and final, but quarterfinals is the best thing that they have done in the last 5 years. But look at Villarreal. This team is just great. Liverpool versus Villarreal. My prediction is gonna be different for this game. So in the first game, I don't know where this game will be played. Let's look. Villarreal, okay. I think that. Okay, let's just wait. Okay, the first game will be held in Liverpool. This is really hard to predict. Liverpool or Villarreal. I think that in this game, Liverpool plays in their home stadium, in their home ground. Liverpool would take 3-1 or 4-1 lead. And if they do that, which I think that they will, and they will have great chances of making it to the final, if they defeat Villarreal with a high score in the first game, when I say high score, I want to tell like 3-0 or 4-0 or at least 3-1. If they win at least 3-1 or 4-2 and the difference between the goals is at least 2, they have chances of making it to the final. And Villarreal can make it to the final as well. And let's cut it short. I'm gonna make my prediction. I'm not gonna wait you. I'm just not. I don't want you to wait so long. In the first game, I predict Liverpool to beat Villarreal 2-1, and in the second game, I expect a draw 1-1 and overall score 3-2, which is not so bad for Liverpool, and they make it through to the final in Saint-Denis. And City versus Real Madrid. This game is really hard to predict again. And if City doesn't make mistakes, as Chelsea and Paris Saint-Germain did, they can indeed make it to the final. Really. Let's be honest, guys. Let's be honest. Real Madrid qualified to the semi-finals with chance. Like, I wouldn't say that this is chance. This is the teamwork. Like against PSG, goalkeeper's mistakes, goalkeeper's first mistake, Benzema's first goal, and goalkeeper's defender's mistake, second and third goal. This was surely defender's mistake. So let's say that one goal was scored as a result of Real Madrid's attacking, and even in that case, Paris Saint-Germain could make it through. But really, Real Madrid made it through, and against Chelsea, one goal scored as a result of goalkeeper's mistake again, and this was taken by Benzema, and other 4 goals, they all have been, I will say that all of these goals have been scored from counter-attacks. So, if Man City doesn't bottle, if they don't make mistake in defense, and if they play very well in the midfield and attacking area, they can really make it to the final, as I said before, because I do not see Real Madrid making it to the final, but they can make it. In the games versus PSG, everyone was saying PSG will make it through for sure, but Real Madrid just silenced the doubters. Chelsea, Real Madrid, okay, everybody, let's be honest, everybody was telling Chelsea to make it through, but Real Madrid again silenced the doubters, and this time it can happen again. I say Man City. Of course, I have. So in the first game, Paris Saint-Germain versus Real Madrid, In the second half, the second game, which was held in Bernabeu, Santiago Bernabeu, I was like, yeah, PSG made it through, but Real Madrid out of seconds scored 3 goals. Just Real Madrid. I was really, and to be honest, I didn't expect Chelsea to go through from this game, and it happened what as I told, but really Chelsea was a better side, but they lost. The goals that Chelsea scored, they are all the goals that have been scored by the team play. And if City doesn't make mistakes, I tell it again. I want to tell you this one again. If City doesn't make mistake in defense, and if they don't give spaces for Real Madrid, and I think that's all, Man City can make the final. Let's say I want to tell you my predictions. First game will be held in Etihad, City's home ground. And I think that in this game, City will take 2-0 lead. But in the second leg, of course, Real Madrid will try to just score more than 2 goals in order to qualify to the final. I think that in that game, Real Madrid will win 3-2, but as a result, overall score will be 4-3 and City is in the final. So we can see Liverpool and see the final again. These two teams are just doing really well. So the thing is that I'm not really sure what is going to happen. I just predict. And I hope that my predictions are true. Liverpool versus Man City in the final. It will just be great final to watch. This will be great, enjoying game to watch. And even if it doesn't happen, what we gotta do with that, we know that they can be Villarreal in the final. Can you imagine? Villarreal, and for sure, Benfica, Liverpool, and Villarreal. One out of these teams will be in the final, and I expect this tonight's game, to be thrilling. And I think that that's all. I think that's all the predictions that I did today. See you after 5 or 6 days, maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks later, maybe 2 days before the final, when I will predict in the final. But really, I see City winning this year's Champions League. Really, they have done great, and I think that they will win this year as well. City had trouble making it to the semi-final, but last year they could just open the blockage and take this pressure out of their head, out of themselves. And that's why I see City making it to the final again, Liverpool making it to the final. And even if these teams don't make it to the final, we're just going to see really great, really great final, and maybe a surprise winner like Villarreal. Okay, I think that's all for today. See you next time. Thanks for watching.